Hi, this is Tina again. I'm going to read the first story, the first children's story that I ever wrote many years ago. Totally forgot about it. Got to put my glasses on. And the name of the story is The Green Cat Mystery. Perilla was in the backyard at her uncle's farm playing kickball with her younger brother, Josh. From around the... Goodness, the dog and the cat are fighting. From around the barn came a sight she had never seen before. It was a green cat. Its paws were green, its legs were green, its belly was green, its chin was green, and its tail was green. Perilla had never seen a green cat before. "Aunt Carrie, look!" she cried out. "There's a green cat by the barn." Perilla's aunt looked up from her weeding in the herb garden. "What's that?" she asked. "A green cat? I'm afraid there is no such thing as a green cat, my dear." "But, Aunt Carrie, I saw it. It was as green as the leaves on the lemon balm," Perilla exclaimed. Aunt Carrie snickered. "So it was green as the lemon balm. Did it smell as good as the lemon balm?" "I wasn't close enough to smell it, Auntie," answered Perilla. "I only saw it, and it was the greenest cat I have ever seen." "And just how many green cats have you seen?" asked Aunt Carrie. Perilla chuckled at Aunt Carrie's question. "Why, none, of course," she answered, "except this one. And it was green, Auntie. Honest, it was green." "Well, shall we see if we can find this green cat?" asked Aunt Carrie. "Let's go in the barn and see if it's in there." So Perilla and Josh and Aunt Carrie went to the big red barn to find the green cat. But all they found were black cats and white cats, gray cats and orange cats. They found calico cats and tabby cats, tortoiseshell cats. There were striped cats and cats with patches, but no green cats. "There are no green cats in the barn," said Aunt Carrie. "Let's go look in the vegetable garden." So Perilla and Josh and Aunt Carrie left the big red barn and walked the stone path to the vegetable garden. Aunt Carrie said, "I see green zucchini squash and green tomatoes, but I still don't see a green cat." "Over here I see green lettuce leaves and green beans," said Perilla, pointing to the rows of plants. "Look," said Josh, "I see a big green bug." There was a praying mantis sitting on a tomato plant, its big bug eyes rotating to find something to eat. "Here are some nice green peppers," said Aunt Carrie. "Let's cut some off the plants and make them into stuffed green peppers for dinner." Aunt Carrie took the clippers out of her denim gardening apron and snipped 4 big peppers off the plants, and she put them in her garden trunk. "I don't think there are any green cats in the vegetable garden," said Aunt Carrie. "Let's try the herb garden." So they left the vegetable garden and started towards the herb garden. Perilla loved the herb garden with all its wonderful smells and flavors. "Here is the green basil," said Perilla as she pinched a bit of the fragrant leaf to smell. Then she put the little piece of basil on her tongue. "Yum," she said. "I really like basil, especially in spaghetti." "And here is the green parsley," said Aunt Carrie. "We'll use some of it to put in the stuffed green peppers." Aunt Carrie pinched several stems of parsley from the plant and placed them into her trunk next to the green peppers. "Pinch a few leaves of the basil for me, Perilla. I will put that in the stuffed peppers also. What else can we find that is green?" They found green thyme, a tall green dill for making pickles, green sage for turkey stuffing, and green rosemary. Josh found a fat green caterpillar on the dill, but they found no green cat. "Well, there are no green cats here," said Perilla. "Can we look in the cutting garden, Auntie?" "Yes," replied Aunt Carrie. "I think that's a very good idea." And they walked towards the cutting garden. In the cutting garden were all kinds of flowers that Auntie used to make bouquets. They found green zinnias and green amaranth. There were green flowers called bells of Ireland and green grasses. But there were no green cats. Are you sure what you saw was a green cat? Questioned Aunt Carrie. Perhaps the sun was shining in such a way that the cat looked green, but was really some other color? No, Auntie, said Perilla. I'm sure what I saw was a green cat. Along the edge of the cornfield, Perilla saw something move. Look, she pointed excitedly towards the cornfield. There's the green cat. Perilla and Josh started to run towards the edge of the cornfield. Aunt Carrie put down the trug with the green peppers and parsley and basil. She followed the children to the edge of the green cornfield. Look, Auntie, here is the green cat. I knew I saw a green cat. Perilla giggled as she picked up the cat that had been rolling in the new mown grass. Josh patted the cat on the top of its green head. Well, I'll be, exclaimed Aunt Carrie. Your Uncle William has just cut the tall grass next to the cornfield, and Snowball has been rolling in the clippings. The juice from the grass has gotten all over her, and she sure does look green. Aunt Carrie laughed out loud. Oh, Perilla and Josh and Aunt Carrie laughed and giggled. They took Snowball to show Uncle William this unusual sight. Aunt Carrie always kept a small camera in her pocket, so she took a picture of Perilla holding Snowball with Josh and Uncle William standing next to the tractor. That way they would have proof to show Mom and Dad and anyone else who didn't believe the story of the green cat. At supper that night, they ate stuffed green peppers, seasoned with parsley and basil, and green beans on the side. They ate green gelatin on top of green lettuce leaves. For dessert, they had bowls of mint ice cream, and they all had a good laugh, retelling the story of the green cat. That was my first story that I wrote. Now, the real story of the green cat is that about 15 years ago, we used to have a calico that was mostly white, with just a few patches of calico. And Mike was mowing the lawn, and the cat rolled around in the grass, and she was a green cat. She was green, just like the green cat in the story. My kitty was a green cat. And then, for some reason, that story just came together in my head, and I wrote it down. And so there it is for you. I hope you have enjoyed it. The Mystery of the Green Cat. Thank you for listening.